Yeah, hi there. I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-Step System to Pass the TOEFL IBT. And these comments, I'm going to just use your initials E, and you had a question about my online TOEFL course. So let's take a look at what you say. You say, I am from Chile. I joined VoxyPop in the talk group of your program, but I need to create an account for PayPal, but I'm confused. With the $38, I received feedback from you, and what else? An account for the 7-Step System program? Yes, exactly. You say because there's a page in which you can't create an account, is that right? Okay, let's take a look at where you are. So I think first of all, you ended up here, am I right? So this is what's called my VoxyPop discussion group for the 7-Step System to Pass the TOEFL IBT. You can see that we have Comatop, Juan, we got Bobby, we got Chris, we got Guada. We have different students over the last 24 hours have posted their practice tests. So to join this course, you have to click on the link here. And this is going to take you to the speaking section. This is how you can learn a little bit about the speaking area in my course. Now once you get here, you want to go to the bottom where
the speaking section of this online TOEFL course is
and once you get here, this is where you actually do what you're telling me here. You click on the subscribe button, you create an account, make a payment, you'll get your password and your username, and then you will start your TOEFL course. So, to answer your question here, as you're saying, right in here, what else do you receive? I'm telling you, I have one of the best, most effective online TOEFL courses on the internet, and it's not going to bust your budget. It will not. So the next thing is you will get access to my 7-Step System to Pass the TOEFL IBT. That means that you will get vocabulary practice, step 1. You can complete all those lessons. You can complete all the pronunciation lessons in step 2. And that also means that you can post a diagnostic pretest for vowel and consonant sounds. And guess what? I will evaluate and tell you exactly what your pronunciation problems are, and I will tell you which lessons in the pronunciation section of my course you want to study. You will also get access to all of my grammar lessons, including you'll take a grammar pretest to diagnose your weaknesses. You also take a diagnostic post-test to check your progress. You will also get access to step 4, the listening section of my online TOEFL course. And then step 5, you'll get access to all of my reading lessons, including my 70 speed reading tests, which will help you improve your academic reading speed from 100 to 350 words per minute. And then you will also get access to step 6, which is writing. And guess what? You can complete over 40 independent writing practice tests. You take the test. Once you're done, you'll send me an email, and then my teaching assistant will read and score your essay and send you back comments. Not a computer. A human, a qualified human. My teaching assistant has read thousands and thousands of independent practice tests online, and he will score your essay using the IBT rubrics for the independent and the integrated writing tasks. So you also see here you have over 43 integrated writing practice tests that you can start completing today. Step 7 you already know, but what you don't know is I have right here quickly, I have about 30 independent speaking tasks, but then I have an additional 31 through 300, so there's over 300 independent speaking practice tests that you can begin completing and posting at my VoxyPop discussion group. But remember this, I got one rule. You can only post one speaking practice test per day. This is one of the reasons I can keep my costs down. Remember, if I have you post multiple practice tests on any given day, then the cost of your service is going to have to be much more expensive because I have to spend more time listening, scoring, and commenting on your practice test. So that's it. Now, it's also possible I do have one additional service I offer. I have full-length TOEFL IBT and section-specific tests. So at any given time, if you need to check your progress and you want to take a full-length IBT practice test, you can certainly do that at my website. It does cost an additional cost. You're not obligated to take a practice test, but a lot of my students will take one maybe right before they take the actual TOEFL exam. And there's benefits of taking a full-length IBT practice test. Number one, you can mark your progress. You can make a decision. Are you ready to pay the $200 to take the TOEFL exam or not? So by taking a practice test, you can see where you are. Number two, in addition to marking your progress, it's also important that you build the strength and the stamina needed to get used to taking a 5-hour English test. So by taking the 5-hour test, that does help you get used to the difficulties of concentrating during longer periods of time in English, so it's also good. The third benefit of taking a full-length IBT practice test, of course, is you will see exactly what your weaknesses are. You'll see if you need to study more, for example, in the reading part of my online course, or if your listening score is lower on your practice test, then you know you need to practice more in the listening section. And then you can get feedback with your speaking and then also your writing. So you can determine what your strengths and weaknesses are by taking a full-length IBT practice test. Alrighty, so going back to your question, I do have a lot of additional things that you can do. For a small price of $38, you'll have complete unlimited access to all 700 of my vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, listening, reading, writing, and speaking lessons. And at no additional cost, no joke, you can start posting pronunciation, speaking, and writing practice tests online, and either I will listen to them or my teaching assistant will read what you've posted and we will give you scores. And in the case of the speaking and pronunciation, I always give my students audio comments. I will talk to you at the VoxyPop discussion group to help you see what your strengths and weaknesses are. All right, anyway, thank you very much and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.